We have breaking news this evening out of Croatia, as it is 3 in, 1 out at Jarun to start the January transfer window. Now, manager Aussie Villain had this to say just moments ago. Yeah, look, mate, I mean, anytime you get a wonder kid for free, that's a good day in my book. This probably does mean the end for Mazzoleni, though, but, that's okay. He's had a good run. And as for Kovacic, you know what? He was good. I like him. But, that Saudi money, so good.
Jarune, za tebe mi dijete diše, tu je važno samo jedno, nogomet i ništa više.
Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Jarun on The Impossible Dream. It is season 13, episode 9, I think it is today. We will finish the Champions League phase. We have Monaco and Rangers both away from home, but the transfer window is open and we've been active. We've been doing quite a little bit actually. So this is our new wonder kid. We're going to call him Papa. Polydorus Papa Mikhail, something like that, but Big Papa. He is a wonder kid. He's 18. He's Greek. He was out of contract at Olympiacos, so we went in and we got him. So the only downfall really is the fickle personality, but he's very, very good and he can sort of play the number 10 or the striker role equally evenly. Now, the other good thing is that he's signed as a squad player. So that means that he's not going to be demanding first team football. The problem we have right now is we have, if I go and have sort of compare him here to Mazzoleni so we can get a quick look on why I'm thinking this is going to be the end of Mazzoleni. There we go. There you can see it's very, very similar, but both Mazzoleni, Sina, Lacko and Vidal are all star or first team regular players. We can't have 4 strikers that are like that. So what this means is that I'm thinking that we'll sell Mazzoleni. Now, obviously, we're getting him for free. He's coming at the end of the season. So we'll probably sell Mazzoleni at the end of the season, more so than now, because we'll still need him this season. And then Papa will come in and sort of fill his role in the team, hopefully. But instead of, we'll also make, 22 million is what I'm after. Hopefully, if we get a bit of a bidding war, we can go higher than that. And Mazzoleni, again, been a great player for us, but he's 23, is he? 23, unlikely to improve anymore. Papa is going to improve. We've got him for free, and I just think it makes a lot of sense to sort of make that change. They are, as you can see, quite similar players as well. So that's what we've done there. Now, let's have a look at the other player that's coming in at the end of the season, as Morty has decided to come and join us for this. That's what this is. It's a tail. But yeah, anyway, so Juan Rivera is joining us. Now, we've signed him from Olympia in Honduras. He's a 17-year-old Honduran. Now, I stumbled across this guy because I think it was like a youth tournament that some of our players were playing in, and I sort of went to have a look at the game, like not the watcher, but just sort of like the post-game screen. And this guy I just stumbled across him, and so I've scouted him since he was 16, and yeah, so I thought we're going to go and get him now. We've triggered 675 grand to get the transfer across the line. He is joining us on the 1st of 2037, so that is in the summer. Now, we've agreed to loan him back. Now, I'm not sure if that probably means that's that particular season, so he may not be with us for a long time at all. Because if he's going to go back for another year, but it's not a bad thing for him, I don't think, to keep playing regularly. But yeah, so he's joining us at some point for a relatively low fee, and I think he's quite good, to be honest. I really do. The only thing that lacks a little bit, given the position he wants to play, is the tackling. But we can deal with that. We'll train it, and yeah, if he just plays a little bit further forward in midfield, that should be okay. Now let's have a look at Kovacic, who has left. So here he is here, 11 million. It was a little bit too good to turn down, considering he was also unhappy at the club. And when that Saudi money comes in, 11 million for a backup right back, considering we sold Dovasar earlier this season for 6.5. Where's he? He was here. So that means we've got 17.5 million for our 2 backup right backs this year. Not bad at all. Now, the man that we have signed somebody to come in and replace him straight away. That is this guy, Sandli Matina from Lyon for 7 million. Let's have a little bit of a closer look for him. He is quite similar to Kovacic, I think. He's fairly good physically. He's 23, so he's a little bit older. Doesn't quite have some of the same mental attributes, but you could argue some of them are probably arguably better. I'd like positioning to be a little bit better. I'd like dribbling and crossing to maybe be a little bit better. He's not as good as Kovacic, but he's cheaper, and as a backup, he'll do absolutely fine. So I hope and think he will anyway. So that is all the transfers that we've done. Now, there's one game to catch you up on as well. That was before the winter break against Slaven Belupo. So let's go see how we did. We went ahead just before half-time through a Gonzalez strike. But Slaven pulled level midway through the second half. So another bit of a European hangover performance, to be honest. We should have won the game. Again, you can see XG tracker, match stats, everything suggests that we should have won it easily. And yeah, we just gave up a goal and couldn't get back. You see we had a goal ruled out, and then instantly they went up the other end. So whether we were still having a bit of a sulk about the goal being disallowed, I suppose we'll never know. But anyway, that's that. Let's have a quick update of the league table. And of course, this is again a European episode, so we won't have too much focus on the league here. But Rijeka, Osijek, Dinamo, Slaven, they all keep dropping points, and we haven't actually lost any ground. So we're still 9 points ahead of Rijeka, 10 ahead of Osijek, and then 14 ahead of Dinamo and Slaven. So I don't think there's too much danger of us, certainly right now, of not winning the title. And let's be honest, with 17 games to go, we're essentially just over halfway. You'd be annoyed if we dropped a 9-point lead, wouldn't you? And if we look at some of the league leaders here as well at the winter break, Sina is leading the way for the Golden Boot, just ahead of an Osijek player in Vidal. In average match ratings, we dominate Kovacic, who has now left, but he's up there for assists, and we've got 2 up there for Man of the Match awards as well. So yeah, we're doing quite well. Thank you very much. Now let's have a quick update of the Champions League table as well coming into this. And we know 10 points more or less guarantees us into the league phase, or out of the league phase, I should say. Now, even if we beat these 2 games, and we're playing Monaco, who's already in the top 6 there with 14 points, and Rangers, who will come across in a little bit as we scroll down, 16 points is unlikely, very, very unlikely to be able to get us out of this. I think our goal here has got to be finishing in the top half of the next group, so top 16, so we're seeded. We can see there Rangers are down in 30th, so I'd be hopeful. Let's go with hopeful of getting a win there. And Osijek, of course, the other Croatian team in the Champions League, they are currently just outside, but realistically will need to probably win their last 2 games to be able to progress. So that's a bit of a big ask for them, isn't it? Now, the other Croatian teams in Europe, and they are only in the Europa League because Hajduk Split, if you remember, didn't qualify for the Conference League. But we can see we've got Rijeka up there in 14th with 10 points. So essentially they should go through, although there's a lot of teams queued up behind them there. So they may be a little bit less guaranteed than you would perhaps hope. And Dinamo Zagreb currently just outside looking in. I mean, they need to get through, don't they? They absolutely need to get through for the good of the league, especially if Osijek isn't going to. We need at least 3 of the 5 teams getting into the knockout round. So that's how things stand. Let's go and have a look at what we're doing here against Monaco. And we know they are going to be a decent team, don't we? You don't sit 6 in the Champions League at this point, not being decent. So it's a 4-3-3 out of them. Everybody is inverted and inside and all those kinds of things. So we'll be trying to trap them on the outside. And this is the team we're sending out. Howe has still got a knock, so we maybe don't want to play him. Vazgard is just back from injury, so maybe we stick him on the bench. And you can see here as well that Gonzalez is suspended. So if you're wondering where he is in the starting 11, that is that. So we've got Pinter in goal, Sanchez, Safronov, Crespi, Von Groningen, and Kovacic will be the width. Alvarez has got a heavy match load as we've been trying to get him back up to fitness, and so he's there. Montel's got a heavy match load as well. I promised him first team football, though. He could play the league game. How's Gavia looking? Medium. Okay, so we'll make a last-minute change there. So Resic and Gavia will be in midfield. Lacko and Vidal will be up front. If you're wondering about Sina, he is, again, just come back from injury. He's on the bench, but I really don't think that he's ready to go in this one. So that's the team that we've got. All right, so we can see the team sheets here. Rafa Marquez is there. Now, he played for Monaco, didn't he? I'm fairly sure he played for them one side of playing at Barcelona, if not both sides, potentially. Don't recognise any other names there, I don't think. What do we say to this? Let's go out there and do them proud. Okay, I can get on board with that, I think. Now, we have had a lot of bids coming in for players, as you would expect. I did put all of the major bids on the Discord, and if I remembered, I would have put them on the Facebook as well. Though often Facebook I just post the lineups. But yeah, we have had a lot of bids coming in. We do have a few unhappy players. You may have noticed just during the team talk there, Vidal was still nervous. He's still unhappy. He was a game time issue, which is absolutely fine. You know, it happens all the time where it's just trying to rotate players and keep people fresh, that these players don't play as much as they're perhaps hoping to. You know, it resolves itself. It just means that I'll basically play them for a half, take them off, and then start them in multiple games in a row that way. So, not a problem. Where it does become a problem, of course, with our strikers. And again, one of the big reasons why I'm thinking that Mazzoleni will leave and we've got Papa to come in and sort of fill that role as a squad player. It's just that I can't have 4 strikers that all expect to play all the time. Obviously, we can't do that. Oh, they've picked us apart through the middle. And, well, was it offside? I certainly hope so. I don't want to be behind in the first minute, but no, it wasn't. It didn't particularly look offside. So, what has happened there? Something has gone horribly wrong. No one's picked up Gabri Vega. Seems to be the main problem. Now, is he playing as an inverted winger? Where's he come from to score that? It didn't look offside, to be fair. Gabri has come from midfield. So, it's a disastrous start. We're 1-0 down inside the first minute, and that is headed away. Can Sanchez launch a counter-attack here, perhaps? It's a horrible pass. And, oh, wait, Vidal's won it back. Vidal, has he got someone with him in the middle? He needs help. He needs help. Oh, I thought that was going in the own net for a second. Then here we go with Von Groningen. Rasic bends. Oh! That would have been a goal of the season contender, but a nice response from us, so that's good to see. All right, we don't need to panic here. I think, in truth, a draw here wouldn't be, as Ozziak is losing as well. A draw here wouldn't be terrible. And then, with the hope and expectation that we can go to Rangers and win. But yeah, we'll obviously have to see if that is something that's possible. If we would, I mean, even if we lose this and get to 13 points at the end, that should be just about enough, I would have thought, for the top 16. It does obviously depend, you know, that I haven't actually looked to see what typically gets you into that top 16. Let's try demand more. We've not been particularly good here, and Vidal's got an injury. So we'll bring on Cena for him, which is absolutely fine. As Kovacic. Yeah, that's your man, mate. Oh, Kovacic has been a little bit rubbish, hasn't he? Playing a 6 for 5, he's booked. And the problem with Gonzalez being suspended is Rovis is the backup, and I can tell you Rovis does not look like he knows how to play football anymore. His legs are just gone. We've got nervous players. We've got, okay, let's give it a focus next. And Kovacic with a throw to Sanchez, to Safronov. Oh, that's a nice little cheeky ball, but Kovacic doesn't look like he's ever played football before in his life, does he? Come on, boys. Tiki-taka side, I think it was, the slight issue that we had in terms of how to press them is their assists are sort of evenly split between short passes. So we nick that back nicely. Lacko plays it off a defender, gets it wide. Look at the space Von Groningen's got. Go on, Von Groningen. It's a goal. It's Rasic. And it's his 6th of the season, and we are back level. Now, are we not exploiting that? Let's look for that overlap, because I think we've seen there very, very much. Look at the space Von Groningen had. Lacko's done brilliantly. Played it off a defender. Let's say he did it on purpose. And Von Groningen, excellent composure, picks out Rasic. Goalkeeper can't do anything about it. And it's 1-1. And that has somewhat come out of the blue. And by somewhat, I mean definitely. All right, let's encourage us again. We're fired up now. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Yeah, see, 11 points has us, and there's still this is the Tuesday game, so there's still the Wednesday games to go. But that does keep us in that top 16 for now. We're doing well. I think we've not been doing well enough, if I'm honest. So let's tell them that. Let's hope we get a nice reaction. And we'll go out and hopefully put on a good performance in the second half. Now, Zinco. We got a bid for Zinco of 10 million, which I accepted from Bournemouth, and he rejected them. So I don't know, to be honest, if Bournemouth is a Premier League side or a Championship side. Either way, I was kind of hoping that we would be able to cash in on Zinco for that amount, as Safronov does well. Oh, that's offside. That's offside. Oh, it was a goal kick. It wasn't offside. Let's give us a focus. Focus worked last time. Now they're overwhelmed. Excellent. Gavia, not having a great day. Okay, so let's get Montel on for him. And did I make a sub there? There we go. See, if Montelo's a little bit better on the ball, Gavia is more of a... Well, we know he gets late into the box, headers, all that kind of stuff. I cannot believe how bad Kovacic is playing. He was a little down on match sharpness, but that's not really an excuse, is it? Nice little flick on there. And that was almost a goal out of nothing. I don't have anybody, unless we put... Can we play Zinco out there, left-footed? Alright, let's just try Zinco. Let's pause. Let's just try Zinco as a left wing. I mean, he literally can't do any worse, I don't think, than what Kovacic is doing out there. Crespi. Oh, that's... Guys, why do you have to give me heart attacks? Montel. There's a nice little pass for Lacko. Look at the width there we've got for Zinco. Come on, Zinco. Nice ball for Cena. Cena gets it taken off his toes. Can we keep the pressure on them, though, high up the pitch? We have. Zinco has it back. Zinco, wonderful ball for Cena. Back in front of goal! Oh, how has that stayed out? How has that stayed out? Lacko surely would be thinking, he would have been running off celebrating. Corner, back post, header, it's up. It's not away. It is now. And that's that. Let's encourage us again. We're looking nervous at the back, which isn't great. I just about take this, I think. I would just about take this into stoppage time. And there it is. We get a 1-1. It could so easily. That I don't understand how Lacko hasn't scored there. The defender has done brilliantly. And you've got to say, Zinco came on at the end there. Looked very, very decent as a left wing back, didn't he? So 11 points, that officially mathematically now means we will not be going into the top 8, but we kind of knew that anyway. Osijek have lost to Milan, which, I mean, there's no necessarily shame in that, but that makes it almost impossible for them now to get out of the league phase, which is disappointing. And if you missed it, Rangers 5-0, they lost at Real Madrid, so hopefully that'll be us able to beat them as well. So the Vidal injury is twisted knee. That's not too bad. We get a little bit of cash for that, which is good. Guys, we've got a game in the league. I think it's against Istra. I could be wrong. Either way, I'll play through that and we'll be back to finish the league phase against Rangers. Alright, welcome back. We're getting ready for our final league game against Rangers. Let's hope we can finish things off in style. Now, one or two things to catch you up on before we get to the Istra game. And the first thing is Bekanic is coming back to be an under-19s coach. He is retiring at the end of the season, so we're going to get him back. He's not a great coach, but, you know, we've got to be loyal to our ex-players. So he's coming back, and we'll see what we get with him when he's here. Now, I wanted to see you guys' opinion on something. I don't usually ask for player opinion, and the main reason for that is because, you know, I've got to use them, I've got to play them, so it's sort of, I need to decide, you know, who my players should be, but we've been getting some increasingly big bids for Crespi. Now, 25 million for Crespi is a lot of money. He does have some very good attributes, but he's also not a world-class centre-back, is he? So we could sell him. Obviously, we could sell him. And you know, when we start getting up 25, 30 million, I'm inclined to do so, but we would have to replace him. Now, we know Jakubovic didn't really take his chance. I'm reluctant, let's say, to give him another chance. But I have found this guy. Now, he's interested in coming. He was a wonder kid. He's not a wonder kid now. I don't know whether I think he's any good or not. I think it comes back, I think, to a lack of technique, lack of passing, lack of vision. And I do like to play with ball-playing centre-backs at the back, so we'd need to get rid of that. But he does, you know, he is quick. He's good in the air. He's got good heading as well and good tackling. I can't decide if I like him or not. So I'm going to throw it open. He doesn't break the bank, you know, in terms of a transfer fee. Wages are going to be okay as well. We've got a lot of money in wages, so wages are okay for most players. Yeah, so let me know what you think. I'm unsure what to do. I think it's the technique, the passing, and the vision that are sort of turning me off him a little bit right now, but I'm just a little bit not sure what to do. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, and got a little bit of time yet before our transfer window closes. But of course, Crespi will have to be sold soonish to get the maximum that we can get for him. But anyway, that's my dilemma. So let's catch you up though on the Istra game in the league, of course. First game after the winter break. So let's see how it's doing. Madzar gave us a stunning lead. And Martina picked out Siraj to make it 2-0. Before Mazzoleni teed up Hal for a first Jarun goal. So a very good, a very comfortable win this one. And yeah, a debut for Martina at right back. He did very well. This goal that was ruled out for Mazzoleni was very marginally offside, but it was Martina again with what would have been an assist. So yeah, really, really pleased with how he did. You'll notice Zinko playing at left wing back. The reason for that is Kovacic has told me he's leaving on a free transfer at the end of next season when his contract is up. So we have to sell him, basically, and try and get what we can, which is a bit of a blow because he's obviously a club-trained player. Not just club trained, of course, he came through our academy. He's a YAG, a fully fledged YAG. So anyway, that's a bit of a downer on proceedings. But anyway, it's a bus park +3 that we're expecting from Rangers, and this is a team we're sending out. It is Pinter in goal, Sanchez, Safronov, and Jakub Busic is playing. The reason for that, Crespi is a booking away from a suspension, and I don't want him being suspended for a game when ultimately we're going to be in the knockout round, so this game doesn't mean that much to us. Von Groningen and Gonzalez, it's the first time in a while that they're both been available. One of them's been suspended for the last 2 games. Alvarez goes with Resic and Vazgard, who's back from injury. He played a little bit, about 60 minutes maybe, I forget exactly how many it was, against Istra, so he comes in here with Sina and Lacko up top. Vidal is not quite fit, ready to go for this one, so he's on the bench along with everybody else there. We can see here the Kovacic. He's got some bids coming in. 5 million for Sunderland's the best one we've had so far, so I dare say that will be that'll be him off to Sunderland. So it's managerless Rangers, maybe after their 5-0 drubbing against Real Madrid. Don't recognise any names in there, I don't think. Yeah, okay, so what do we say here? Put on a show. I think we just play without any pressure on us. Ultimately, there is no pressure on this game. Like I said, we're already in the knockout rounds, realistically speaking. So anything we get here is a bonus. And, yeah, I mean, there is obviously something riding on it because we can get 2.4 million for a win. We can get coefficient points and all that kind of stuff as well. But I'm not sure if Rangers are mathematically eliminated or not. Unfortunately, you never really see the league table, do you, before a game here? So that's not ideal. We had to promise Gavia game time, which again is fine, no problem playing him. The reason he's not playing here is basically just trying to get Vazgard back up to speed. So yeah, he'll play in the league game. I think we've got Dinamo up next in the league, so it's not an easy one. So it's probably good to keep him fresh. Vidal will start that one as well to try and keep his promise of first team football. We haven't promised Sina first team football right now, which is good because we're going to have to at some point. But yeah, we're trying to play Vidal. Mazzoleni I'm less concerned about now because I've kind of made my mind up that we're selling him. So that's all well and good. And they've come out nothing at all like we were expecting them to. We've got a free kick to defend as well. And Pinter, he got a finger to that. That is an absolutely stunning save. It's up there. I mean, if there's no real, we don't have a save of the season, but that is certainly would be up there with anything that we'll see in any competition this season, I would have thought. Jakub Busic looking nervous. Good to see he's taking his chance. Alvarez on a booking as well. We do have Howe who could go in there and play. And I would consider putting in a number 10 second half for this one, as well as it's a ball to the back post. It has fallen for Sina. It wasn't directly to him. There was a header down. I think the goalkeeper got a save to it. And it's just fallen for Sina beautifully. So let's have a look here. Gonzalez got space for the cross, whipped it in. It was Resic at the back post, and then it just, from the goalkeeper, fell for Cena perfectly. And it's 1-0. So we'll give them some praise. We've won that back nicely. Cena to Sanchez. What's he doing that far forward? You're a centre-back, dude. Gonzalez has a go, and the goalkeeper is there. We have had to promise Gonzalez we will sell him for, it was over 30 million. Arsenal came in for him, and he wanted to go there. Obviously, that's a blow. I've got some options sort of lined up. We will probably need to get a left back in for Kovacic as well. Just as backup. Zinko is injured, which is why he's not around for this one. I can't remember if it was someone got a virus. I can't remember if he was the virus or it was somebody else, but it was a similar sort of 2-3 week time that he was going to be missing. So it's not a long-term thing, but obviously that was a bit of a pointless highlight, wasn't it? But obviously it's still not ideal that he is missing. As that is half time, it is 1-0, and it's not been too much happening there. I think let's not see complacency. That seems to have worked for most people. And do we need to make any changes? Lacko's not having a great game. Ideally, like I say, Vidal will keep fresh for Dinamo. And do we want to switch Lacko and Cena around, perhaps? Do we want to go and stick in a number 10 and really chase this game? Vazgard's only playing a 6-6, so let's take him off for Gavia, who's nervous. So yeah, why not bring a nervous player on? Try praising them. Oh, this 1-goal lead is making me so nervous. We're going to get sucker punched here at the end, aren't we? Is this the moment it happens? Sanchez on the ball. Alvarez back to Safronov. We've had some bids coming for Safronov too, sort of pushing 40 million, but obviously we don't want to sell these guys. It's a good ball for Cena. He's taken a bit too long. Von Groningen's in, and he scores. Is everybody on side? It looks like they were. And it's 2-0 now. That will be that. Alvarez on a booking. We'll take him off for Howe. Nobody else is on a booking. Does anybody else want game time, I wonder? I don't think so. And we've got a little bit of luck with the goals, haven't they? Just sort of happening to fall to us. But that is all well and good. And can we go and get a third goal now and put the tie to bed? Or are we going to end up with a nervous... Oh, Von Groningen has just run into McPhee. Won it back nicely, though. And we'll try out the other side. Gonzalez. What's he going to do with this? Just cutting into trouble, but Howe picks it up. Lacko. Back to Gavia. Look at Gonzalez. So much space. Gonzalez. Here he goes. Crosses it in, and Lacko's effort is blocked behind. Von Groningen. Well, I haven't seen him take many corners. Here he goes. To the back post. It is flicked away, and highlight ends. And we go again. Now, are we just clicking into gear here, or are Rangers opening up and giving us space to play into, I wonder? Either way, it's all going our way, which is nice. Von Groningen, he's got Resic with him. He uses him. Resic into the middle. Oh, was that crossbar? And that third goal will just not go in for us. And as long as that's the case, there's still a few nerves around, I've got to say. Goalkeeper claims that one. 10 minutes to go. Resic is looking a tad tired. I want to keep Montel fresh for Dinamo. And I don't really trust Haska or Perso with only 2-0. If we can get another one, then I'll take him off. Gavia. Across. It's well read, it must be said. And we are just in a little bit of pressure here as they've pinged it around us, and somehow that has stayed out. It's definitely our weakness, isn't it? We can, if teams are good enough, they can definitely play through our defense. We've seen that a few times now, but anyway, it doesn't look like it's going to go against us this one. We've dominated possession. We're 2-0 up. We're into stoppage time. And it's a decent win. It is a decent win away to Rangers. Never an easy place to go either of the old firm clubs, are they? And we've gone there, and we've got a fairly comfortable win in the end. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, so that was nice work. On we go. So that is the league phase done. We needed the win. A draw would no, a draw wouldn't have been enough, would it? Because we would have had 12 points and the goal difference wouldn't have been good enough. So we needed to win that game in the end. I probably should have paid closer attention to that. And it gets us seeded into the draw for the next part. And if we go and have a look, Aussie got in. So Aussie has beaten Real Sociedad and they have snuck in. So well done, Aussie. That's huge. 8 points being enough on this particular season. So there we go. Aussie just sneaking in. We've got some money, a little bit of extra money as well. Finances, if you are wondering, they've been good for a little while now. We haven't really gone, we've stayed roughly at 109 million, but I mean, how much money do you need really? So that's all good. 70 million to spend as well. So yeah, it's all happy days. Now we are not going to know who we've got in the Champions League as of yet. So that will do it for today. We will come back for the first knockout round. We'll do Aussie away and the first leg, and then we'll see where we go from there. Aussie away is a roughish game. Like, the league is kind of, there's not much risk of us in the league, but I think we'll show the first leg, and then we can come back and do second leg and maybe the first leg of a next tie if we get that far, which hopefully we will. And of course, Discord, Facebook, Twitter, I will make sure I put up the draw when it's taken place. So that's that, and I will see you for some knockout football in the Champions League next time. Take care.